Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Happy Girl Alaska. I am your girl Terry, and today we are off on another adventure. So what I wanted to do was take you all around to some of the local grocery stores. So we have your usual like Walmart, Cars, Fred Meyer, but we also have like our own locally owned grocery stores, specialty shops, what have you. So we're gonna go around town today. It's kind of rainy, looking gray outside, but you know what? We're still gonna have a good time. All right, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, keep watching. All right, so you guys, I wanna take a quick second to wish my dad a happy Father's Day. Shout out to my dad, the patriarch of the family. Yeah, so my dad, he's kind of like the problem solver. Well, I'll say he is the problem solver in the family. So, I mean, like, people come to him constantly. If they have an issue, they need to get that thing resolved, he's going to take care of it. And it's so funny. So, growing up, I was one of those kids who was like, hey, my dad can beat your dad anytime, any place, anywhere, right? And I know a lot of kids felt like that. I kind of still feel like that to this day. I'm like, he's not the one to be played with. But, you know, like I said, he's just always been really supportive and good with providing advice when people, you know, have questions and all this stuff. And I think he does some consulting now on the side. But yeah, he's really been big in community development and all that stuff. So, and very encouraging too, you know, whenever we wanted to pursue something, whether it's education or entrepreneurship, you know, he'd always give us like a nice little nudge and word of encouragement. So shout out to you, Dad. Happy Father's Day. All right, so we are heading over to our first stop, and I think the first place we're going to go is going to be Red Apple. You heard me mention this place a few times in some of my other videos, so I figure it's probably a good time to get out and kind of walk around the store. Hopefully they won't mind it too much, but just to kind of give you guys a tour of what they have to offer. Now, I consider Red Apple like my clutch grocery store. So like for the holidays, sometimes I procrastinate a little bit when it comes to getting out and picking up like collard greens and, you know, stuff like that, which usually runs out if you go to the more commercial type grocery stores. You go to Red Apple, they're gonna have some collard greens on deck. They're gonna be dirty as hell, but you know, you're supposed to wash your greens anyway. And then also, you know, they have a lot of different ingredients that cater to different ethnicities or different cultures, I should say. So if you want to find something to like make a Dominican dish, usually you can go there and find it. If you're making like some type of African dish, I know that what is the name of the bouillon cubes, Maggie cubes, you can find that kind of stuff. They also have an African grocery store here too. If I can remember where it is, we'll stop over there as well. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's international in my opinion. You know, a lot of people who live in the Mountain View area, which is where Red Apple is located, that's their shopping store. Cars is pretty close, but I mean, Red Apple still gets a lot of business. They've been around for a while. They were in business when I was in elementary school, so I don't think they're going to go anywhere. And I think it's great that they have a grocery store where people in what's considered to be low-income areas can go and get fresh fruits and vegetables and all that stuff. You know, it's all within reach. So that is going to be our first stop. So like, I don't know if you could go to any other grocery store and find like all these different Gaya seasonings here. I didn't even know that Gaya made cooking wine, and I love making international dishes. So I'm glad I came here. I think I'm going to pick up a few items. Okay, so whenever I make my greens, I like to use smoked turkey necks for the flavoring. I mean, every now and then I'll use like ham hocks, but I feel like the smoked turkey necks, you know, it's less, cholesterol, but you still get a really nice flavor. And this is where I come to get my turkey necks, so. They actually knocked down a wall over here about 3 years ago, and they added a whole new section. I usually kind of stay in this area here and then like where the seasonings are. So I want to go and check out this other section over here. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and picked up a few items while I was in there. I got some pretty good, I picked up some pretty cool ingredients, so I can't wait to show you guys when I get home. Okay, so now we're heading over to Noosa, Gaya, and Noosa Gaya is Natural Pantry, and Natural Pantry is one of those places where you can come and get like organic foods, fruits, vegetables, supplements, all kinds of stuff. It's kind of like a Whole Foods or a Sprouts, something like that, but it is locally owned. So, all right, we're gonna go inside. Let's. Yeah, so you can find some pretty neat stuff in here, and I think the price is probably comparable to what you'll pay if you go to any of the other grocery stores. I really like going to their bulk section where you can get like organic items. So we'll go ahead and stop over there real quick. Okay, so I picked up a few items from Natural Pantry as well, and like I said, I'll do a haul when I get back to the house. In the same tradition as Sprouts and Whole Foods, they're pretty expensive, they're pretty pricey, so just like be prepared. I kept the receipt, so I'll show you guys how much this stuff came out to. I didn't get a ton of items either, but yeah, they hit you in the pockets when you come over here. So let's head over to Noosa, Gaya. Okay, so a little bit about Noosa Gaya. Noosa Gaya kind of like has two sections. So, well, I should say the building that it's in has like multiple sections, right? So one part of it is like a grocery store. You can find mostly, I think it's Asian type of food items, but I think they also have other types of international food ingredients, and they have like produce, seafood. I know my parents used to come here quite a bit to buy seafood. And then they have a food court area where you can you know, pick out your, I think it's mostly hot Chinese food, and then you pay for it based on the weight. I believe that's how it's done. It's been a minute since I've been over here. And then they have an area where you can get coffee. You can get things like pastries and let's see what else. Pastries, desserts. You know, they have a little bakery area. So it's Noosa Gaya. Kaladi Brothers Coffee is the name of the coffee area. And then La Roma Bakery and Deli. So it's early, but it's busy. And I'm like, am I going to be able to do what I need to do in here? So, all right, so we're going to go inside and check it out. Okay, so the next spot that we're going to move on to, and I'm hoping that it's still open, is like an African store where they have a lot of ingredients that you would find in traditional African dishes. So we'll head over there, and then I think we may stop over at 2 more locations. Okay, you guys, I'm a little bummed out. So the last location where I went, the guy was like really fearful of having his store like on YouTube. And I didn't have like a crew with me or anything like that, so I thought that was kind of weird. But and he wouldn't have to be on camera, so I'm not really sure what that was about. But he's like, no, we're very low-key, and you know, we just get business word of mouth. And I guess I can respect that. But it would have been really cool to have shown them in this video. So okay, you guys, well, I think that is gonna do it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this little mini tour of some of Alaska's local grocery stores. There are some really great people that I've met, you know, while going through and visiting these different stores. So hopefully you guys will come out and check them out. And if you do, let them know that you saw them featured here on Happy Girl Alaska. That would be like super cool. So anyway, before I wrap it up, I want to just say thank you so much to everyone who you know, watched the last video that I posted and dedicated to my sister who passed away back in 1993. I miss her very much, and so it was really important to, or it was just really special, you know, to dedicate that video to her. So thank you for watching that and commenting and for your condolences and everything. So in the spirit of that, I just wanted to call out a few people who, you know, have been really encouraging. We're almost to 2,000 subscribers, you guys. Can you believe it? That is so wild. I'm gonna do a real quick roll call of the folks who tuned into that last video. Okay, so Varied Perspectives, Sergia Marshall, Tito, Kenneth Jones, Michael Carson, Alaskan Girl 86, Cynthia Janice Santiago, Nachea Bella, Jose Lito Williams, Haku 32, Jay Jaron, Zachary Romero, oh no, Zachary Romeo, and GRZ, I think it's supposed to be like Gregor's Papiers. Thank you so much. I love engaging with you all in the comment section. So as you continue to tune in, keep commenting, and if you don't hear back from me, it's not that I haven't that I'm ignoring you, it's just that I haven't had a chance to get back to you. But I make every effort to respond to every single comment I receive, sometimes even the negative ones. You guys just don't see it because I delete it. But I just want to read this one comment that I pinned, and it's by Varied Perspectives, and I just thought this was really kind, so I'm going to read it off real quick. Varied Perspective says, I am subscribed to your channel. I love your videos. I lived in Alaska from 96 to 2000 with the military. I lived that time through watching your videos, and it's really cool. I also see that you are an SWV fan, so you probably got some of that early 90s New Jack Swing in your system. You know it. You know I do. That's good stuff. Keep doing the great videos. I love your smile, love your energy. You have a beautiful family. Keep representing for us, young lady. You're doing us proud. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. I do my best to put my best foot and face forward for you guys to try and deliver quality content. Thank you for rocking with me this long. More to come. I'm inspired, I'm motivated, and I'm excited to bring you guys more content. So, oh, I said I was gonna do a haul, didn't I? Okay, I'm not gonna do it when I get home, so I'm gonna do it here from the car. Give me just a second. Okay, so we'll start with Red Apple, and our total came to what, $13.16. So let me show you what I got for $13.16. Okay, so I picked up some Thai, can you see that, Thai chili powder? And I love cooking like Asian inspired dishes. My chicken fried rice is the bomb. Don't debate me. Oh, and stir fries. And this says hot. So I've never used this. And sometimes when they put hot on the label, it's not really that hot. So I'm going to give it a try, and maybe I'll do a cook with me using this Thai chili powder. Okay, next is this sweet potatoes vermicelli. So it's like pasta made from sweet potatoes. I've never seen this. I've never had this. At least I don't think I have. So I'm gonna give it a try. I'm really excited. And I think when I go back next time, what I want to do is probably pick up some, you know how you can buy mushrooms that kind of, I think I've seen some mushrooms that look like pasta. I don't know what it's called, but I want to go back and see if I can find that. Okay, I have two more items from Red Apple. So when I went in there, I was looking specifically for Scotch bonnet, and it's used a lot in like African dishes or African inspired dishes. And they didn't have the actual pepper. I think what they had was habanero, and they said a lot of the Africans that come in, they do buy the habanero peppers. And I'm like, well, maybe that's because that's all you have available. So I don't know if it matches the same level of hotness, but I was just minding my business going up and down the aisles, and I happened to come across this Scotch bonnet hot pepper sauce. So I'd be curious in the comments if anybody has ever tried this. It says, I guess Grace is the brand. I've never had it before, but I'm so excited to cook with it, or maybe add it on after I prepare whatever dish I'm going to make. I tried to make mafe one time. I think I may have talked about it in one of my previous videos. It was kind of a fail because I was trying to take shortcuts and stuff. I'm not going to do that again. So when I remake the mafe, I will use some of that Scotch bonnet sauce. And then I picked up some of these Maggi cubes. So I think I maybe have 1 or 2 left, and they're just chicken flavored bouillon cubes, but I use this a lot in African inspired dishes. So yeah, that's what I got for $13.16 at Red Apple. Okay, so let me show you what I got from the Natural Pantry. Okay, so Natural Pantry, as I said, it's kind of pricey. And the great thing about them though is if you purchase supplements or vitamins, things like that, they have this punch card to where after so many punches you get, like, I think it's $5 off of another purchase of supplements, vitamins. So that's a good thing. Only thing is when I switch out my wallets or my handbags, I always forget and have to ask for a new one. But what they started doing is they will combine the cards together. So I think that's really nice. So I spent $38.19 in Natural Pantry, and this is what I got. Okay, so I'm like always off and on this quest for like optimal health. And so what I've been doing is I switched out my sugar. So white sugar, I don't use that anymore. I use coconut palm sugar, which doesn't raise your blood sugar levels. So I'm loving that. That's what I use for my coffee or whatever. I've also switched out half and half for oat milk, extra creamy, and so far it's pretty good. It kind of has a little bit of a cereal taste, and I use that in my coffee, but so far so good. And then I've actually started, like, I want to wean myself off coffee. I know that sounds so crazy, and it's like, I don't know how long I'm going to be off coffee, but what I'm doing is I am starting to use, you know what, I'm getting off topic. I'm going to cut that. Okay. So I picked up some nutritional yeast, and this is supposed to be a good substitute for cheese. So I have had this before. It does have like a cheesy flavor. So I'm going to give this a try in my egg white omelets to see how it tastes. And then I picked up some mushroom jerky. And I want to say this was the most expensive item. Was it? No. Okay. And then I got some Just eggs. And it's made from plants. It says made from plants, not chickens. I've never tried this before. But I'm just, just trying to find some healthy alternatives because I love eggs and I don't want to completely give up eggs. And I'm not a huge fan of like the different textures of soy you can get. So I'm hoping this is going to be pretty good. I'll give this a try. And then the last thing I got was this jackfruit. And jackfruit is supposed to be like a really good substitute for chicken. So like if you don't want to have again soy products, then you can use this jackfruit. I hear the texture is pretty similar to like shredded chicken, and it's the teriyaki flavor. So we're gonna give that a try. And I may do a cooking, cook with me video with this. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, and I didn't pick up anything from Noosa Gaya. I didn't see anything in there. I mean, there was some sauces that I probably could have purchased, but I didn't get those. It was pretty busy in there, and it wasn't even like noon yet, and it was packed. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, share. Let's continue to grow this community, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.